Hello friends, it's Barbara Sue at Kowalski Mountain. Welcome back to our channel. I am the author of the blog KowalskiMountain.com. In today's video, I'm going to be making sugar bricks. If you remember when we went to the homestead at Kowalski Mountain, our bees had not produced near as much honey as we had expected, and we need to make effort to feed the bees through this winter season. Well, here in Florida, we feed sugar water, and the bees can go through about a quart of sugar water every single day. Since the bees are in Kentucky, we don't have the ability to refill their sugar water jars. We are the members of some Kentucky beekeepers groups, and we have learned that beekeepers in Kentucky use what's called sugar bricks. So I'm going to be making sugar bricks to feed the bees during the winter. So come along. The recipe I chose has some natural ingredients, and it also uses Honeybee Healthy. And this is a feeding stimulant with essential oils that encourages the bees and attracts them to eat the sugar bricks. And so we definitely want to encourage the bees to find the sugar bricks and get that extra nutrients to get through the winter and survive. So that's the recipe I'm going to use. I'll be sure to put the link in the description box. Now, first thing I need to do is I need to measure out 12.5 pounds of sugar. Now I'm going to mix up the sugar bricks in a bucket. So I'm going to go ahead and dump that in. All right. So next I'm going to add some apple cider vinegar. I need 2 cups for the batch that I'm making. Now, to ensure that the citric acid and the Honeybee Healthy gets mixed into the sugar as well, I'm going to mix it into the apple cider vinegar. Now I'm going to add some citric acid. I'm going to stir that just a little, dissolve that citric acid into that apple cider vinegar. Now to mix this up, I'm going to use the drill with an auger. So this is used for gardening, and you can also use a paint stirring attachment for your drill. We just happen to have one of these, so that's what I'm going to use today. Here we go. Now to make sure that this got all mixed up, I'm going to use my spatula and just make sure I got all the way to the bottom, that all the sugar is saturated with the apple cider vinegar mixture. My mother-in-law, Joy Murphy, has a freeze dryer, and she has these perfectly sized trays for per freeze dryer. So rather than use the dehydrator, we're going to use the freeze dryer to make the sugar bricks today. Now I'm going to line the pans with parchment paper, and I crumple up the paper because it makes it easier to fit to the pan. Now I'm going to carefully put about 3 cups of the sugar mixture in this tray. I'm trying to spread it as well as I can. Now, using the freeze dryer, I can't go above the rim of the tray. So I need to make sure that I stay within height of the tray. So now I'm going to use my potato masher to mash it in. Now I'm going to trim the paper. I'm going to give it one final press. Get any of those loose pieces around the edges. And there we go. And these are perfectly sized for the beehives. So I'm really excited about that. All right, we are going to use the freeze dryer to make the sugar bricks. And this is kind of an experiment. We're going to see how it works out, but let's give it a go. Push down all the way back. It's too old on the shelf. Part of it. And then there's this last one, scales. I'm going to put that one, make sure it's back first. Put the other one in first. This one in first? No, that one's got to go all the way back. So it fits. There you go. There they go. We're going to watch it, so we won't this time. Keep going all the way. Valve, so that it brings a vacuum. All right, this is going to take 20 to 24 hours, and I will be sure to put in the link how long it actually did take, and fingers crossed that this works out okay. We'll keep you updated. The freeze dryer time has expired, so we're going to see if this works.
I had it on warm. Oh, because it was frozen.
And we had it covered. There. Seems like it worked. The sugar brick. It took 11 hours to freeze dry, and they smell really nice. So try another batch. I'm so excited it works.
Me too.
Since we don't live in Kentucky, we have to feed the bees when we're there. And we made a very short stop at the homestead on our way to Virginia, and we took time to feed the bees on our way. Philip's sprinkling pollen powder on the hives, which is an additional food supplement for the bees. Ideally, the sugar bricks would be placed directly on the frames where the pollen powder is placed. Unfortunately, it left a really large gap that was not appropriate for the bees. So we are making do and putting the sugar bricks on top of the inner lid. Now, this is not the ideal placement of the sugar bricks, but it's what we can do on this short trip at the homestead.
Well, let's hope that's not too much of a gap. Try to even them up. They won't get any robbing.
I'm excited that the bees are already attracted to the sugar bricks. Thanks for watching, friends. We'll see you next time.